This hearing is entitled Examining Treasury Market Fragilities and Preventative Solutions. Today we'll take a 30,000-foot view of Treasury market structure with a particular focus on the market under stress. We will endeavor to use last month's volatility as a case study in current market conditions and functioning and examine what changes may have been helpful in improving the resilience of the market. We can't overstate the importance of this topic. A highly liquid and resilient Treasury market is fundamental to the global economy. There have been a number of episodes in recent years that have made us remember the enormous privilege we have of being the world's global reserve currency and boast safe haven asset status. Last month was one of those moments. We observed almost every measure of liquidity in the Treasury market decline rapidly over a 3-day period. Thankfully, the market is resilient and recovered quickly from the stress of the broader macroeconomic uncertainty. But challenges like last month remind us that we must safeguard our most important asset, our deep, liquid, healthy, sovereign debt market. We can bolster the resilience of the market by learning lessons from market stress we observed in 2014, 2019, 2020, and a few weeks ago. It seems relevant, doesn't it, when you think about that? For example, in 2023, the SEC voted to mandate central clearing for cash transactions and repurchase agreements involving treasuries. This is a fundamental shift and a massive undertaking by market participants. I've been working with the SEC to ensure that firms have appropriate time to come into compliance. Similarly, we need to get implementation right. There are outstanding questions that need to be addressed, and Chairman Atkins is well positioned with broad stakeholder feedback to clarify the rules' execution. I've also repeatedly urged the prudential regulators to exempt treasuries and reserves from the supplemental leverage ratio and the enhanced supplemental leverage ratio due to their low-risk nature. We should incentivize participation in the market, not make it cost prohibitive. The Treasury market has doubled in size since I was on the Dodd-Frank Conference Committee. We should reconsider some of the provisions enacted that may have had adverse consequences and that disincentivize participation in financing our debt. In the last decade, we've seen a dramatic changes, in buyers of treasuries. Some of this is positive. Innovation is driving demand. On the other hand, we should look carefully at what is causing some investors to leave the market. Our debt instruments need to retain their attractiveness to a broad array of participants. And I want to make it clear, there is no silver bullet here. The Treasury market will always be sensitive to macroeconomic challenges, but there are changes we can consider to improve this resilience. And I hope to work with my colleagues on both sides of the aisle to address these constraints.